I am Aymar, and welcome to our podcast, Moving the World, the Power Behind Transportation. In this episode, we'll explore how different modes of transport exist, such as road, maritime, rail, and intermodal, and how these modes of transportation work together to keep global trade moving efficiently. We'll be focusing on their main attributes and how infrastructure plays a vital role in each one of them.
Have you ever wondered how most of the products we use every day travel across the world before reaching us? Maritime transportations plays a fundamental role in global trade, connecting countries and facilitating the movement of goods on a massive scale. It is one of the oldest and most efficient means of transport, capable of carrying large volumes of cargo at relatively low cost compared to air or land transport. Maritime transport involves ships of different types, such as container ships, tankers, and bulk carriers, each designed to handle a specific kind of goods. Its main attributes include high cargo capacity, cost effectiveness for long distances, and lower environmental impact per ton transported. However, it also requires significant infrastructure such as ports, terminal, docks, cranes, and storage facilities. The infrastructure plays a crucial role in ensuring efficiency and safety. We'll develop ports with modern equipment and good connectivity to road and rail networks allow for faster loading, unloading, and distribution of goods. Therefore, maritime transportation and its infrastructure are essential for international trade and economic growth.
Let's start with a question. Have you ever thought about how the kind of products being transported determines the type of truck or vehicle used? Well, that's actually a key part of transport logistics. Each type of load has specific characteristics that affect how it must be carried. For example, light or volumetric loads like cereal boxes or tissues take up a lot of space but don't weigh much, and because of this, they need vehicles with large cubic capacity but they don't require a very powerful engine. On the other hand, heavy loads such as machinery or metal demand stronger vehicles and good weight distribution to avoid overloading any part of the truck, especially when part of the truck is unloaded in different deliveries. There are also valuable loads like electronics or jewelry, which need secure vehicles equipped with satellite tracking systems and alarms, and bulk liquids or powders such as fuel or flour must be transported in special tankers designed according to safety regulations. Here's where infrastructure plays a major role. The quality of roads, loading facilities, and distribution centers determines how efficiently these goods can move. Good infrastructure allows for the use of specialized vehicles, reduces maintenance costs, and ensures safety during transports.
Have you ever thought about how trains and intermodal transport connect people, cities, and entire countries? Transportation is one of the key elements that keeps the world moving, and today we're going to focus on rail and intermodal transport, their main attributes, and the essential role of infrastructure in making them work efficiently. Let's start with rail transport. Rail transport has been one of the oldest and most reliable modes of transportation. It is specially used for carrying large volumes of goods and passengers over long distances. One of its main attributes is efficiency. Trains can move thousands of tons of cargo in a single trip using much less fuel than trucks or airplanes. They are also safer and more punctual because they operate on dedicated tracks and not shared roads. Another important aspect is the rail transport is environmentally friendly. It produces fewer carbon emissions and helps reduce road traffic and accidents. In many countries, governments are investing in high-speed trains and electrified rail systems to promote cleaner and faster mobility. Now, let's move to intermodal transport. Intermodal transport means combining two or more modes of transportation, for example, using trucks, trains, and ships in a single journey. The goal is to take advantage of the best qualities of each mode. For instance, a container might travel by truck from a factory to a trail terminal, then by rail to a port, and finally by ship to another country. The cargo itself never needs to be unpacked, it's simple change the transport mode. This saves time, reduces costs, and increases efficiency in logistics and global trade. The infrastructure behind the systems is fundamental. Rail infrastructure includes trucks, bridges, tunnels, and signaling systems, and maintenance stations, while intermodal infrastructure includes ports, container terminals, and cranes that transport cargo between trucks and rails or between ships trains. Without strong infrastructure, transportation will be slow, unreliable, and unsafe. That's why governments and private companies constantly invest in improving rail lines, terminals, and digital systems that coordinate routes and shuttles.
In my opinion, maritime transportation is the backbone of global commerce. It not only makes large scale trade possible but also supports the development of industries and economies worldwide. Although it faces challenges like pollution and port congestion, its advantages in cost, capacity, and sustainability make it an indispensable part of the global transportation system.
To sum up, understanding the relationship between the type of load, the vehicle's attributes, and the infrastructure is essential for an efficient logistic systems. In my personal opinion, infrastructure is the backbone that supports every transport operation, and it's what makes it possible for goods to move safely and effectively across long distances.
In my opinion, rail and intermodal transport play a vital role into the economy and in building a more sustainable future. They make trade faster, cleaner, and more efficient. Investing in modern infrastructure and smart logistics systems is not just an economic decision, it's also a commitment to protect the environmental and improve global connectivity. So, when we think about the future of transportation, we should see rail and intermodal systems as the backbone of sustainable development and international progress.